Leslie Jume, of course, the Chief Executive Officer. I don't know if I keep getting the name right or wrong. We have Miss Marie Noel Kulu, the Marketing Associate. And of course, the face you guys missed so much after about 1 year, some months, Mr. Abane Jeffrey, the Communications Officer for this beautiful academy. We meet them again. Good morning, or Elilagbamu to you, Mr. Leslie. And welcome back.
Thank you very much. Pleased to be here again.
We just pray that this light that is shining bright from the Brite Academy just keeps shining.
Bright is permanent.
Okay, all right. Miss Marie Noel Kulu, you're looking bright today. Welcome.
I'm greeting you today.
No. Okay, you forgot. You can imagine that.
I did.
You forgot. That's horrible.
I'm so sorry.
How was the night?
Great.
I can see the alarm clock was really on and loud.
It was working.
It was really working. More than some people that we know.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's meet another person who still came after the time we agreed upon that we will meet with him. Of course, that's how people who do communication. Mr. Abane, welcome.
And to all the televiewers out there.
How are we doing?
We're very fine, and it's a new day. We hope that it's going to come with a lot of bright things, just like Brite Academy.
Yes, of course, even though we think your alarm clock was working, but you decided to switch it off and rested for about 5 more minutes. All right, let's meet Mr. Leslie. He started off yesterday, so we'll just continue. You were talking about Brite Academy, those that brought forth the idea and how you came on board. So we were at the point where we're trying to find out how it fits in our Cameroonian context, and you were giving us a beautiful explanation.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you again for this opportunity. So, following through with where we ended yesterday, I was saying that a very fine cream of gentlemen and ladies, Cameroonians all, home and abroad, they pieced together what they believed is a solution to a couple of challenges in the society. We started by saying that the challenges posed by the most recent pandemic, COVID-19, posing an impediment to regular classroom studies, Brite Academy comes to answer, to present solutions to alternative and complementary learning to classroom studies. Okay. That's on the one hand, so that people who cannot make it to classrooms by virtue of distance for the kind of programs they want to access or the kind of institutions they want to enroll in can alternatively study from the confines of their home. And also that the skills gap that exists between candidates seeking fulfilling jobs and employers looking for suitably qualified candidates for specific industry jobs. Okay. Brite Academy comes as a center point to bring together employers and candidates, preparing the candidates, nurturing them and transforming them into industry experts that qualify to handle the kind of jobs that usually lack suitably qualified employees. Okay. So Brite answers basically these two questions in a manner, a unique approach that you'll discover along the course of our conversation.
Okay, Marie, Mr. Leslie did mention that Brite Academy offers online learning for those who may have a problem of distance, to maybe access the kind of course that they want to, and Brite Academy is there. So I'll turn to you. When he said courses, I was like, that brings me to this. You are the marketing personnel. What are the courses that you're marketing that Brite Academy offers?
Okay, Mano, at Brite Academy International, we have a host of programs that meets the education, professional and career development needs of our clients. Okay. We have accredited courses, we have non-accredited courses, we have supervised...
When you say accredited courses, please, we are still to come to Brite Academy to have education, so please break the term down.
Yeah, I'll explain accredited courses along the line. We have non-accredited courses, we have supervised courses, and we also have a host of services we do offer. For our accredited courses, like you asked before, we have project management professional, that's for PMP. We have occupational health and safety. We have Scrum Master accredited certification, that's SMAC. We have language programs like TOEFL and IELTS
Okay.
for the English language, and we have TESDA for German language.
Okay.
Those are our accredited courses.
By the way, accredited, what does it mean?
Accredited means we have institutions that offer examinations for some programs.
Okay.
For example, the project management institution offers certification for project management professionals.
Okay.
Yeah. So the certificate you obtain at the end of that study is what we call accreditation.
Okay.
We have our supervised courses, which have been divided into two departments. We have our IT department and the business department.
Okay.
Under the IT department, we have digital marketing, graphic designing, software development.
Okay.
Under our business department, we have computerized accounting, we have entrepreneurship, we have office automation, we have apprenticeship and candidate job placement.
Yeah.
Note the line candidate job placement. Don't forget that.
Very important.
Also,
Princess, they should
for-
not forget that.
Also, for our non-accredited courses, we do offer training of teachers for online training. Mr. CEO mentioned that we do offer online learning and on-site. There are a host of teachers who do not know how to teach online. So at Brite Academy,
Yeah, that's
we
true.
teach you how to teach online.
Okay.
Yeah, and right now,
Yeah, of course, it's a new
Of course,
platform.
a whole new challenge.
And some of the teachers don't even know the IT at all.
Exactly.
Yes.
So how do you even go about teaching there?
Let me intervene, Manu, by saying that earlier last year, when the COVID-19 pandemic struck, at the University of Boya, where I happened to be a part-time lecturer, a part-time teacher there, when the lecturers were required to move to online learning, I say this painfully, a lot of the teachers simply didn't deliver lectures because they weren't familiar with online teaching. At Brite Academy, these teachers and others in other institutions across the ranks, primary, secondary, tertiary, will be able to take advantage of our training of trainers course on how to develop and deliver content.
All right, so Brite
online.
Academy has seen a want and we are coming in to solve it.
Exactly.
All right, Marini, well, there's something I want to ask you.
no, Manuel, I'm not done.
Okay, continue.
I like
All right, no
that
problem. All right, he intervened, by the way.
Yeah.
I was explaining our non-accredited courses, and we are in the period where GC is going on. We do offer preparatory classes for GC, both ordinary and advanced level. We do offer preparatory classes for public exams like ENAM, ENS, NSET, whatever.
All right, now do tell us, you do offer this. So at the end of the day, Brite Academy, is it primary, secondary, higher? Where do you guys find yourself, or in all?
Manuel, let me give a line here. We call ourselves a professional development and a professional and career development institution.
Okay.
We give people the opportunity to excel in their chosen careers. So why we do preparatory courses for the GC, for example, is to give students at secondary level the opportunity to get contact already with Brite Academy, and while preparing them to excel in the GC examinations, they already have that orientation towards the kind of professionalism that we give. That's why we do not call ourselves a secondary institution, although we offer complementary preparation
Okay.
for GC. We
Alright.
are a professional and career development institution.
So how do you do that? Is it maybe at the start of the year, the course of the year, at the end of the year? When exactly do you do that?
The GC preparation.
Yeah.
Like now it's ongoing.
Oh,
And we
okay.
have very special offers for the love month period for all those that enroll in February.
Of course, Abane looks like love.
And that goes on till that
course.
goes on a rolling basis. It means the students can come in whenever, and they can enroll for one subject or for 5 subjects at advanced level, or one subject or for 11 subjects
get
at ordinary
orientation
level.
and
Correct.
preparation.
We prepare you on how to address questions, how to interpret some topics. We address especially those topics that are stubborn, and also the topics that usually are forgotten, in addition to question interpretation.
Yeah, are you done? Let's not pass and you say you're not done.
I forgot to mention,
Okay.
we also have co-working spaces
Yes.
for small and medium-sized enterprises who do not have the opportunity to afford a space to establish their businesses.
Okay.
And we also offer B consulting, that's business consulting.
Wow, that's awesome. Now let me ask you this. Hopefully I don't forget. Now, you are the one to market this. Looking at the fact that we have so many other schools that are out there with other great marketers, what has been your biggest challenge so far?
First of all, Mano, it is not easy to convince even one person to buy your product. You have to toil and toil and toil for the person to understand the need of buying your
Especially when it
product.
comes to education, seeing how other schools keep failing us daily.
But like my CEO reiterated, Brite Academy, it's special. When something is special, you don't need to force it. It penetrates. It goes all the way naturally.
Okay.
So we don't really find it very difficult to get our clients. They know what they want, and we give them what they want.
Okay, thank you very much. That was very essential. And of course, getting the way they speak, their English is very polished. So you know these people have an educational background, so they're not just going to teach your children trash and all. And I'm coming to you, Abane. They've put you just in the right place, a communication officer. He was talking about the online learning. It's very important now. And he talked about the lecturers as well as some teachers. I'll tell you the truth. I was in a WhatsApp group that had to send notes and all the life for my junior sister. They just come there and put some kind of heavy notes. And sometimes you read it, the English you don't even understand. You're like, madam, what did you write? And they tell you, this is the new way, we can only manage it like this. So I have to be honest here, my mom had to teach my sister for a very long time. Because gracefully and wonderfully, my mom is a teacher. So she had to handle my junior sister so well. Why trying to pick out one or two things that were being said in the group? It was a challenge. So now you being the communication officer with a school that is trying as much as possible to give out online learning, how important is it for you to make sure that what is being given out is actually up to date and of standard?
Well, Mano, I would start by saying that there's no human endeavor that does not come with challenges. I mean, it's not only online learning, even the traditional or regular education which we have is also plagued with challenges. So, and every novelty, every innovation in the first stages meets with some challenges, meets with some opposition. But in the course of time, we get to understand the technicalities around it. So, the fact that online learning comes with challenges does not mean that it's not important, and it's even more so important now because the world is fast digitalizing. And every situation, let's even just highlight the coronavirus pandemic, which last year almost crippled education around the world, especially even here in Cameroon. We went for months without school. It was difficult for students to access classes. Because of that, even we had some major exams pushed, like the GC, for example. So how important is online learning? To answer your question, online learning is very important. And why? Number one, because it helps us surmount some of these challenges that we wouldn't otherwise surmount with just the regular traditional education. Online learning provides us with flexibility. Underline that word because it's very important, flexibility. Why do I say underline that word? Because with online learning, you have the opportunity to access education at whatever time, at whatever pace as you choose. It's not like the traditional classroom. I'm going to school from 8 o'clock to 4 p.m., for example, and I must be there to attend lectures. With online learning, you choose how you want your education, how you want your lectures given to you, and when. So, for example, Mano, you're here hosting a Light Bamu, for example, you were supposed to be in class maybe from 7 a.m., but you cannot be because you are on set. Because you have the opportunity to take your lectures online, you can say, okay, I cannot be in class from 7 o'clock. Since I close at 9 o'clock, for example, or 10 or 12, or whatever time, I would instead take my lectures at 12 o'clock. For example, it's flexible. You can do it wherever you want, at whatever time, however you want it to be. And because of this flexibility, it gives the opportunity to many more persons to access education. Someone who otherwise would not be able to get education, maybe because of their tight schedule, because of their jobs, because of whatever situations. Maybe even, let's even talk about mothers, for example, who are at home babysitting, and because of the simple fact that they have to care for those children, they cannot go to school. But with online learning, you can even be in your bedroom taking care of your baby, breastfeeding your baby maybe, and still learning, of course. And it's just very important. There are some basic aspects of online learning which, when inculcated, can really help. We have two major aspects, the asynchronous and the synchronous. Those are means through which learning can be gotten online. Asynchronous meaning that the learning is not done in real time. At whatever time you want to access your lecture, you just need to log on to the website, and then you get your lecture, either your notes, either a recording of the lecture, and then you can book an appointment at whatever time with your lecturer if you need any edification on the topic. As the synchronous is now in real time, meaning that just like in the classroom when you have your lectures with your lecturer at the same ongoing at the same time, you can have it done at the same time from wherever in the world. You could be in Rabat, you could be in Johannesburg, you could be in Equatorial Guinea, for example, in Mexico, and then you're receiving lectures from Cameroon at the same time as myself, for example, because you're online. That's the synchronous method. So it's very advantageous, and I think it's something that we should be adapting, we should be adopting, especially with all the challenges that present themselves to us these days.
Yet we see how so many people are still to come in terms with this aspect of online learning becoming a reality. Like you were talking about some of the advantages of online learning. One of them hit me. We have so many of our brothers who are maybe 40, 30, and they've never been to school, and they are feeling ashamed to go sit with the children, like, Uncle, so you're wearing this uniform. Well, of course, you can sit now in your house and do the online learning. No one knows you're going to school, but you are learning. That's online learning. But so many people are still finding it so difficult to come to terms with this. You still tell some parents and be like, "Ma, buy the phone how? Why is the government expecting me to get the phone? Man never fit truck for house. If I want buy phone, say online learning, you go there na LSO." This is it. So how do you come back to that with Brite Academy?
No, the first thing is changing the mindset. And I bet you that even though you made the point about buying the phone, so many people out there have phones that can, or through which they can access online platforms. I think there's more than 50% of the population of Cameroon who use Android phones or phones with the capacity to access online platforms and have. So many of us have computers at home, laptops, which we. So instead of using those phones to just WhatsApp, to just communicate, which is not a bad thing, it's very important to communicate and interact, you can also use that phone for something profitable. So it's first of all changing the mindset. And at Brite Academy, that's what we do. Our approach to online learning is what makes us stand out. And it's what assures that online learning with us will be a success. Number one, we do not just rush into it like every regular institution. My CEO just mentioned how difficult it was sometime last year when some institutions had to imbibe online learning in their programs because of the coronavirus, and it was difficult because most of them had never ever had to deliver lectures online, for example. It was very difficult. At Brite Academy, we are already surpassing this because every trainer or tutor at Brite Academy first of all goes through the training on how to teach online. We call it the TOT, training of trainers online. Every accredited teacher at Brite Academy, every single one, underline the word every single one, no exception, goes through the training on how to teach online. So you cannot be a teacher at Brite Academy if you cannot teach online. There are basic skills that you must have to be able to deliver knowledge to someone online. Understanding, first of all, the platforms, which is very important, understanding the technicality of these platforms, and understanding exactly what modes or the modes through which or by which you can relay information to someone on those online platforms. So this is, first of all, one thing that makes us stand out. The second thing is our complementarity, because our approach to online learning is not strictly just online learning, but complementing it with the already existing systems of learning, which is the traditional classroom learning which we have. That's why at Brite Academy, all of our programs could either be taken online or on-site. And especially for those on-site, it's a chance for you to come, to get in contact with us, the experts, get at least your mindset changed, and then you can gradually also accept the online transformation. So our approach to online learning is quite unique, and I bet you that if you try us, you would not regret.
Yeah, of course. I just discovered one thing that's super unique with them. They like underlining certain words. So when you go to Brite Academy, be ready to have a highlighter. You keep underlining. All right, CEO, we're coming to you. There's so many other institutions that offer what you guys are saying here that you offer at Brite Academy. So we are really, really interested in knowing how different you're going to offer these same services to us, which have failed us, by the way, in so many ways.
Yes, I agree completely. We've been failed, myself inclusive, and we've lived the experience of mediocre training. And not to say that the teachers then were incompetent, but we are saying that the the extent of resources mobilization and adaptation to challenges wasn't adequately addressed. So at Brite Academy, we come with a very unique value proposition.
Okay.
How are we going to be different from the other institutions? Well, first of all, we are addressing these challenges in 3 dimensions. Jeffrey already mentioned the quality of our teachers and the procedure of their recruitment. I said earlier on, in our recruitment of teachers, we select not only teachers who are trained professionally or who have experience somewhat, but we look for persons who have real life experiences, industry experiences, and people who are able to be flexible across dimensions.
Right.
You mentioned your kid sister participating in a WhatsApp group for lectures. That's what a lot of teachers know as online learning. The fact that you could share information on WhatsApp group and access it, or others know of Zoom recently. But at Brite Academy, that's the least of our approaches.
Okay.
We have a completely built online learning platform that is domiciled on the website, and as many features incorporated as possible. So the fact that you could stay at the comfort of your home as a nursing mother, for example, even breastfeeding your child, and you'd have a computer screen, maybe rolling out live virtual lectures in front of you, is not the kind of thing that many institutions have been doing. That makes a clear difference in that direction, for example. And the infrastructure we set up.
Oh yeah.
The infrastructure we set up, and not to pump ourselves up, but we haven't seen this within the ecosystem.
By the way, where is this infrastructure?
First of all,
Marketing director.
Okay. You didn't want me to answer that.
Our building is located Upper Bunduma, around the Emmanuel Prayer Network Church.
Just the fact that you called that church name, nobody has known where you guys are. We don't even know that church.
Upper Bunduma, the road going to Bukwai.
The road going to Bukwai, that one that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Emmanuel Prayer Network Church is on your left.
Okay.
Going
Very
to Bukwai.
reserved area.
Okay. So and the infrastructure is very beautiful.
Very beautiful, like
More beautiful than High TV.
No.
Let me. Mama, that was a trap.
IT is pretty, damn pretty. But about infrastructure, we weren't talking just of the building.
Okay.
Learning infrastructure is way beyond the physical building structure.
Okay.
We have the necessary technological installations to develop and deliver these online and on-site learning platforms. And we invite every televiewer, and you inclusive. We do not see any reason why.
Apparently, they see me as someone who needs more schools.
We do not see any reason why, despite your excellence in TV issues, you wouldn't want to take a course, for example, in let's say project management. Who says you can't manage a TV project?
Or digital marketing.
No, I want to go with English language.
Digital communication.
I want
corporate
English language, and she will be my teacher. By the way, marketing director, tell us who can enroll at Brite Academy. From what age, sex, and whatever. Tell us.
Manuel, surprisingly, everybody can enroll into Brite Academy Internationals. Whether you are,
Anybody.
Whether you are
Anybody.
Yeah, you guys are on the line. Yeah.
whether you are a student, you are a graduate, you are a professional employee, employer, just anybody. But there are a host of courses, like our accredited courses. You can enroll into them without a minimum qualification. For example, you can take computerized accounting without having at least an HND in accountancy.
Okay.
Yeah. But for our GC preparatory program, anybody, even a stay-home mom, even a grandfather, even your ancestor can enroll if he's still alive.
All right. My ancestor just heard you. Don't be surprised you see them today blowing breeze in your institution. All right. Tell me about. Can you disclose the token that we pay? We know we don't pay fees these days. We pay a token. That's what they always tell us. Tokens, not fees. Can we say? Can we disclose it on? Or
Of course, yes.
all right, let Jeffrey do that for me.
Okay.
I know. Jeffrey, you tell us how we can contact you guys and how we can get more information about Brite Academy and this the little something we're supposed to give in order to get all of this training.
Well, it's not much, Mano, not much at all. But about how you can get to us, we are very accessible. I mean, Marino will just give you an idea of where we are located. Our head office and main, if you want to call it like that, main campus is located at Bondoma, Upper Bondoma precisely. To access it, you access it through Bondoma Gate. If you know Bondoma Gate, you're just moving like 500 to 600 meters inside, and then you see the EPN junction. And then it's on your left, just somewhere around there, just beside the EPN church. That's where we are located. If it's too difficult for you, which would not be, by the way, you can also reach us by digital means. You can reach us by email, info@briteacademy.net.
Okay.
Please be sure about the spelling of Brite. It's not the regular BRIGHT. It's BRITE, and it's one word. info@briteacademy.net. You
Okay.
can also, and you should visit our website because you'd have loads and loads of information there, even more than we have disclosed on set now. www.briteacademy.net, all in one word. You can also reach us by calling us. I hope the numbers are on the screen. You can call us on 678-31 6361 67831 6361. You can also reach us by WhatsApp on 653118204 653118204. And for you who are also very much present on social media, Brite Academy is also present on social media. On Facebook, we are Brite Academy. On LinkedIn, we are also Brite Academy. On Twitter, we are at Academy Brite. And then you can also visit our YouTube channel, Brite Academy International. About a little token you have to pay, it's never going to be too much for the accredited and supervised courses. It's just a little registration of 15,000, and then you get to know about how much you need to pay for your training and your exam fees. For the GC, it's even more affordable. For the O-level, the ordinary level courses, all you need is 5,000 francs per course, and then you are trained or giving preparatory classes from now until the day you're writing that exam. So per subject, 5,000 francs from now until exam date. That's for O-level. For A-levels, just 10,000 francs from now until exam date for every subject. Mind you, if you're taking 3 subjects plus, you have a discount. And also don't forget that if you enroll between now and the end of February, you have another big discount.
This is the love
Our
discount.
Valentine's offer.
All right, let's meet the CEO for his last words. People have been watching, they've been listening and getting this information. Of course, you can also contact me. For those of you that number so past you, just send me a text through the number and I'll get to Abani and you guys will make magic happen. All right, Mr. CEO, what are your last words to the people who are watching you?
Thank you, Mano. As last words, we want our televiewers out there, everybody, to know that especially in this month until GCE, our special GCE preparatory classes are rolled out just for the students to achieve excellence in a way that they haven't expected before, and also because we have them in mind in the development of our career, in the delivery of our career development initiatives.
Okay.
So we want to not just help students, to accompany them to excel at the GCE, but also to prepare them towards being better possible employees than those recent graduates out there crying of joblessness.
Okay.
And also we want to say that coming next week, Thursday and Friday, 24th and 25th, is the 25th and 26th, thank you, is our special entrepreneurship development training delivered by Professor Ransom Lekunze all the way from the University College of Copenhagen. He's a specialist in business development, and especially this one on how businesses get adapted in troubled economies.
All right.
We invite stakeholders in small, medium-sized enterprises, staff of businesses and prospective entrepreneurs to take advantage and join us. That can be virtual. You can attend from the confines of your home. And if you go to our website, there is also contact information for that and details about this entrepreneurship training. You can also attend by physical presence at our premises next Thursday and Friday at a very small token.
All right, Miss Market. Last words.
I just want to say that do not miss out the opportunity of enrolling into Brite Academy International. It doesn't just suffice for you to sit in the classroom, get theoretical knowledge. Come to Brite Academy International and learn how to put yourself out there. Yes.
All right, thank you very much. We know we're going to meet the journalist, but of course he's going to be very kind with the way he talks.
Yes, of course. My last one will go especially to those who are preparing for the GCE. which is coming up in a few months. We are hearing, even though unconfirmed, about another huge wave of the coronavirus, which may affect their education. We want to assure them that with Brite Academy, even if corona were present, you can still prepare for UGC, because of course we can also prepare you online. That's even if schools were shutting down, as we are hearing may be the case in a few weeks from now.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. CEO, Mr. Marketer, and Mr. Journalist for coming. That's why I'm calling them. I'm calling them that phone, because I just